everyone, my name is Jennifer Klitsky. Welcome to Naturally Gaited. This is Makana, my 12-year-old Tennessee walking horse mare. I was at a clinic about a month ago with another horse. It wasn't a gaited dressage clinic, it was a French classical dressage clinic. And the horses that were there were all their traditional trotting horses. But there was a comment that was made about lightness. And a common mistake that people make, this is from the clinician, Susan Norman, a common mistake that people make is they ride with lightness too soon. They're rewarding their horse before their horse is in self-carriage. And I got to thinking about that, along with what Jenny Jackson was telling me about me riding with more contact in this horse to help this horse have a head nod instead of a head peck. But any chance I get, I ride with Jenny Jackson. So I travel down to where she's giving a clinic or she comes up here to Minnesota. So the times that I've ridden with her and ridden horses that she has trained, her horses are light. Now, it's not because she has light horses, it's because she's trained her horses into self-carriage so they are able to be ridden light. But they don't start out that way. The horses need to be trained to be light. And this is what Susan Norman was saying, is a lot of us think that riding French classical dressage means riding light, meaning a floppy rein. Well, yes, if the horse is trained to be in self-carriage and the horse is in balance, but if the horse is out of balance, we're just rewarding our horse to be on the forehand. So it's important for us to train our horses to self-carriage, to train our horses in balance and release them at the proper time so if they're out of balance, we don't want to be releasing them and rewarding out of balance. When they're in balance, then we can reward them. And then when they fall out of balance, then we need to reconnect, reestablish balance, and then we can reward them as soon as they're in balance again. I think this is very, very important because everybody wants to ride their horse in lightness. But it's very, very important that we're riding our horses in lightness, in balance. And we're rewarding our horses at the proper time. Because if we're just riding on a loose rein, we're really not training our horse. Susan Norman said, there is no intimacy in long reins. So you really have to think about that. Riding in connection, there's intimacy, there's communication going on there. Short reins don't mean pulling reins. Short reins just mean communicating reins. And so if the horse is in balance and the horse is in self-carriage, it doesn't mean that you throw your reins away. It just means you have a lighter connection. So instead of a 4-ounce connection, like a 4-ounce connection, it may go to a 1-ounce connection. But the horse needs to earn that lightness. It can't just be released to lightness for the sake of lightness. Riding with loose reins and riding in lightness are two entirely different things. So I think that's really important for the Tennessee walking horse in dressage. Because riding in connection on a Tennessee walking horse is essential for the head nod. And so once the horse has established itself in its training and the rider has established itself in the feeling of balance and the feeling of the mechanics of the head nod, in the forwardness through the body, through the aids, through the bit, once the horse and the rider are understanding all that, then the rider is able to know the timing of the release and reward for the lightness, and the horse is rewarded at the right time so that it's able to maintain self-carriage without the rider's help in maintaining that connection. I think this is very important. Well, thanks for joining us, and come visit us at naturallygated.com.